Hello, welcome to part 2 of my Hasbro Boba Fett custom paint job for the blaster rifle that came out back in 2009.
What if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me. He's no good to me dead. As you wish.
Okay, so this is the final leg of the conversion, the paint job. I've left the tape still on there. I'm not going to remove that until the very last moment, and then go in by hand and paint in very carefully, because obviously you might not be spraying that time, but you certainly don't want to drip any paint, so that'll be the last thing to do. So I'm just going to take you through the final technique of trying to make this look a little more screen accurate. And basically what you do, get some silver paint. This stuff in here is actually called Plasticoat. It's acrylic based, and it's called metallic brilliant or brilliant metallic. You can get it in all different shades of silver, with different variations of chrome. You can get bronze, you can get gold. But what I would say is spray some. I've actually sprayed some into this, which is just a little receptacle. Wait for it to dry out a bit so it's slightly thicker, okay? But don't apply it like that. Don't apply it like that. So we'll just leave that one for the moment, and I'll show you how to do a little bit of the finer detail. Basically, just use a very fine brush. This is like a watercolor brush, but make sure that you take off some of the excess, because you do not want to put this straight on, and then just do some of the weathering. Basically do all the areas which you know would knock into things and be exposed. So obviously I'm not going to do the whole of the rifle like this right now, because it would take too long. I'm going to paint the screws in the proper metallic colour there and there, and just gently go around. You don't have to be too careful. Sometimes you kind of be loose with care, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Now, with a thicker brush, which I've dipped in the same paint, I'm going to do a little bit of the chrome effect. I mean, this is very gloss. This is totally dry now, but this is still very, very glossy, even though this is satin finish. But don't dip it straight in the paint and apply. What you need to do is dry the brush off slightly, and now you're ready to go in and do a bit of weathering. So there we go. I'll try and show you this effect on the scope first of all. So almost got rid of most of the silver paint on there, but you need a little bit left on there, and then you can just do this kind of, okay, just highlighting some of the areas that would be, like I said before, prone to wear and tear. Now, this may look like I'm applying too much silver, but once you've given this a final coat of satin black from a distance, it will tone this down. It may look a little bit over the top, but it will be toned down towards the end. Okay, so as you can see there, it's starting to come together. You don't have to be too cautious about this. This is where you are actually allowed to be a little bit, creative. Keep doing the whole blaster, some areas more than others, until eventually you end up with a kind of a brushed steel effect. Okay? Okay, so it's by no means finished, but after about another half an hour's work on this and then a sealant spray, this will finally be complete. So I hope you watched my video of how to turn a Hasbro 2009 EE-3 Carbine Boba Fett blaster rifle rather into something which looks relatively screen accurate. Have a good Friday night, and sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon I'm going to be uploading the final thing, because as you can see the stickers are all still on, and so you're not going to see any red lights. So have a good Friday, don't drink too much, and whatever you're up to,
He's no good to me dead.
I'll see you later.